Today on Ridge Roamer, it's time to address lighting on my Jeep Gladiator. This is a 2023. Bought it off the lot, got a great deal on it. One of the things that it didn't have that I wish it did was the LED lighting package. So today, with the help of Lasfit, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade every one of our bulbs on this Gladiator from halogen to LED. I plan on starting with the headlights because, well, headlights. And in order to get those out, just have to remove this cap right here on the back. That goes for both sides. That's passenger side. And here, driver's side, just a little easier to get to. Got that cap as well. And we're just gonna pull out the bulb holder and replace the bulbs. Driver's side, you can get in here, twist, pop that off, and get access to it pretty easily. So right there is what we're looking to get. We'll pop those out, replace the bulbs. You can actually see from the outside as I twist this bulb in the housing and then pull it out. And now in here, there it is. So we'll go to remove the light bulb assembly itself from the plug. You're gonna look that light gray, almost white here. That pulls backwards away from the bulb, and then you press down in the middle right here, and that'll release the bulb. Everything comes very well packaged. And I'm just gonna open this up. These LED lights, a little easier to install as well because you actually get the converters, everything that you need so it works the way it's supposed to. To keep everything waterproof, you are going to want to make sure that the wiring box and the harness goes inside the headlight assembly. So if you're having issues getting that in, put that stuff in between the reflector and the housing, and then install your bulb. And that way you can get this cap back on, keep everything watertight. Now, if you're curious why I would go through the trouble of removing the air box instead of just popping the grill off, well, winch, that's my issue. It's hard to pull the whole thing forward when you got the winch mounted. I don't want to undo that. These are actually pretty easy. If you take this bolt out here, that holds that end, undo this. There's just two little points where this whole air box pushes in. So not that difficult. And as a side note, you get to check the condition of your air filter. So here we go, back on the other side. Again, just removing that cover, and then we'll go in and do exactly the same thing on this side of replacing the bulb. Now for the fog lights, we're going to do basically easier version of that. Unplug, just squeezing these two together here. Now this bulb that we just took out is going to get replaced by this bulb here, which is going to snap right in exactly to replace it, and then it will connect to this box via this wiring pin, and then this will snap back into the factory connector. So connect These pins here. Tighten that up. Connect the factory wiring harness to this plug. And then insert in its place. Once everything's secure in here, a couple of zip ties, and you're good to go. Now we've done the same thing on the other side. Got the bulb replaced. Connected it to the harness, to the box, to the factory wiring harness, and got it all zip tied out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna pull off this 10mm to get under the wheel well, get to the turn signal and daytime running lights. With that out, then you can essentially come down here, and there's one push pin here that'll come out. There we go. And now we can just peel this back and get in there. And there's the turn signal. Let's see if we can move it here. And you've got turn signal and daytime running light. So we're going to switch our daytime running light. So we'll pull that down. And we'll just pull the factory bulb out. Put the LED bulb in its place. Push it until it snaps. Slide it back in. Turn it till it snaps. That's good there. Now you're just going to tuck this back underneath. Get your push pin into the hole. Put your 10mm back. And that's it. Do the same to the other side, and we're done. Now we're going to work on tail lights. Pull the tail lights out. 8mm socket. Pull that out. And we're basically just going to take all these out. Release that one. And release that one. Turn and release that one. Pull the brake light out. My understanding is these clear ones here. That's what replaces it. Looks correct. And then for our backup lights, we've got these guys here. Get the clear looking L2, and then in the reverse it's the TT15 that just pushes in. We'll put it all back in the housing and then put it all back in the truck. Do the same to the other side. We're done with the tail lights. I've been running these new lights for about a week now, so I figured I'd go ahead and do my recap and review. If your vehicle didn't come with LEDs like mine, you don't have to spend big money. You can spend just a few $100s, maybe an hour's worth of time, and you can change your entire vehicle to modern LED lights. These lights are definitely brighter, they are definitely whiter. They're not the stock yellow halogen, and they're not the cheap blue LED. They are an excellent white, super bright LED. I see better. I know other people see my vehicle better. They come with a 2-year hassle-free warranty, so you don't have to worry about, like, hey, what if I put this in and it has some malfunction? They're covered, don't worry. They're going to last a whole lot longer than your halogen bulbs. They're going to give you better performance. So there is a link in the description below to the Lasfit website. There's a link specifically for the Jeep Gladiators, as well as an overall link because they've got bulbs for tons of different vehicles. There is also a discount code, so check the website. They may have some awesome sale going on. If they don't, use my discount code. It's a no-brainer. Spend the time, spend the money. It's not very much. Amazing product, easy installation, 2 thumbs up. As always, have a great day, ride safe, and roam more.